Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to a brand new episode, brand new installment of the Macomb Metalcore Podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this beautiful, Wednesday? On this Wednesday afternoon. Thank you guys so much for joining me and being part of this. There's been a band that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And in terms of the internet and in terms of real heavy music, there's been bands that have been blowing up recently. If you think about Lorna Shore, people who don't listen to this kind of music know who they are. You know, and like maybe it's not for all the right reasons, like there's not a lot of fans, but people know who they are. And that's huge for this kind of music. People who aren't a fan of heavy music know who Knocked Loose is. I mean, it helps that they're playing Coachella and they're playing Bonnaroo, all that. But there's been a bunch of stuff, and thanks to the internet as well, and not as much of a heavy band as those two, but Bad Omens has been taken off lately, all thanks to the internet. And I think that real heavy music is finally becoming more mainstream. It's obviously not the same as it is with a rap or pop or anything like that. But more recently, it's been on a much, much more upward trend. And I think that this band is next. This band, Paleface Swiss, they are formerly known as Paleface. They changed their name not too long ago to Paleface Swiss to remind people where they're from. They're from Switzerland. And in my opinion, I think this band is next. If you're thinking about real heavy bands who've been taken off recently, they have the whole blueprint for it. The whole blueprint for being huge and blowing up. And I'm hoping that they're next, because the track that they dropped last week is phenomenal. And I've been listening to it a lot lately, and I've listened to a lot more of their stuff recently as well, just because of one song. And I think that this band might be next. They just recently embarked on their first ever U.S. tour, and this was before I went on this little kick here, and they played the Sanctuary in Detroit, which I'd never been to, and I want to go to so bad. And I'm kind of sad I missed them. Hopefully they come back to the U.S. soon, because this new track that they just recently dropped is phenomenal, and a bunch of their other stuff is absolutely phenomenal as well. And I think that this band is next. They just recently dropped the Bus Invaders episode, which was actually pretty cool to watch. And they all seem like real cool dudes. So without further ado, because a lot of people are saying that they don't like it when I do like a long intro. So let's just cut the chase here. This is Please End Me by Paleface. Came out a week ago, and it's absolutely nasty, and more people need to hear it. So we're going to listen to it today. So without further ado, this is Please End Me by Paleface Swiss. Nasty. Woo! There's a lot of people who like European metal, and I think this can be one of those bands. These lyrics are so intensely brutal. Whoever's playing the guitars in this band are nasty. This is my favorite part right here. Like, there's something about that riff right there, nasty. You get a huge guttural right there, dude. Ugh! Woo! You just know it's coming too, don't you? Yeah. I have a fucking problem. And then you think it's done, don't you, huh? You probably think it's over. Nope. That guitar riff, that chug is nasty. prepare. Nasty, dude. Brutal. Ugh. Like, come on. You're telling me they don't have all the blueprints to become the next huge heavy band? No, and put them up there with Lorna Shore and Knock Loose as bands who are making real heavy music become more of a mainstream thing. And I know it's a what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's a taste that is acquired, and like people who just don't like it sometimes, and that's all right. No, people aren't gonna like the same music all the time. Like all the popular music that's out right now, I usually don't like stuff on the radio. I don't like. People who listen to this be like, it's scary. I don't listen to this on a Tuesday on my way to work, but we're different, and that's okay. And I think this band has all the tools to become the next huge heavy band, because when they drop tracks like this, it's insane, it's disgusting, it's fun, and borderline brutal. I guess I should read some of the lyrics to the song. I'm not going to repeat them on here, but if you want to go check it out, it's Please End Me by Paleface Swiss. Some brutal lyrics. And shout out to Mark Zelli, who's on the vocals. He's got a real European accent to his voice, which there's a lot of people, if you think of bands like In Flames and Volbeat, those real heavy bands that come from Europe, people love them. There's a lot of people who are specifically fans of European metal and Swiss metal, and I think this could be one of those bands that could be as huge as In Flames maybe one day. I'm not really a big In Flames kind of guy, but Paleface Swiss I think has next. This band's awesome, and they should be huge, and I hope that they blow up and become that next mainstream real heavy hardcore band / death metal / black metal. I don't even know really what they are, but whatever they are, it's cool, and you should be a fan of it. But that's all I got for you today. I hope that the people who didn't really like the long intros are satisfied with this video. And if you did, leave a like and leave a comment showing your support. Maybe hit the subscribe button too while you're at it. But that's all I got for you today. So thank you for joining me if you made it this far. And if you didn't, you don't even know I'm saying this. But thank you guys so much. The Word Alive is dropping a new track tonight at midnight, so expect a new video coming soon about the Word Alive, because I like the Word Alive a lot. So without further ado, Macomb Metalcore out.